So it's that time of year again where everyone's thinking about where they're going to send their kids to school, and I wanted to take just a minute to talk about why we chose the path that we chose for our youngest child with school, and go over some of the things that Connections Academy sent to us this year for his schooling. So first off, we have two older kids who go to a regular brick and mortar public school and they like it there. For our youngest, we wanted to try something different, so we looked into homeschooling, and after looking over a lot of different curriculums, there are many out there, we came to the conclusion that it was going to be just a little too expensive for us. It's going to be like $500 for us to get the curriculum for one school year for one child. So we looked into online schools, and we came across Connections Academy, which is a publicly funded online school. So they sent us out all of his curriculum for free, and we liked it last year. We did a pretty good job last year. We changed some things that they didn't suggest for us to, but that worked better for us. And so we're going to do the same thing this year. So I wanted to show you the things that they sent out to us. So first off, they sent us this desktop computer totally free. And I use my cell phone as a mobile hotspot to use the Wi-Fi so we can get onto the internet. So they also sent us this little adapter so we don't have to have DSL cable. And then this is the books they sent us for science. So this first one is the Learning Coach's Guide, so like the teacher guide, and it will go over all of the lessons, what you're supposed to say to your students, what the lesson will be about, and then what pages in the book that you're going to go over, what you're going to read, what you're going to complete, any keywords, and then it will just go through and tell you what to say to your student and how they should respond and other ways that you can help them to learn whatever it is they're learning in that lesson. And then this is the reading and writing workbook for science. So this is where they do all of their work and write down all of the things that the lesson is asking them to complete. And then we have a hardcover book as well where most of the lesson comes from. So we'll read in this hardcover book first, and then he will do his lesson in his workbook. And there's usually a little quiz at the end of the lesson on the computer that he will go over. And they also sent us all of this stuff for science. So they sent us a pipette, some modeling clay, some magnets, a magnifying glass, 2 thermometers, and some safety goggles. And then over here we have his social studies books. So this again is the Learning Coach Guide. It'll just tell me everything to tell him and tell him what pages to turn to, what pages to do in the workbook. This is his workbook that he works out of. And then we have a hardcover book for social studies as well. So we'll just read through the lesson in here, do the pages in his workbook, and then there's usually a video or two to watch on the computer. And then we have his math books over here. So this will be for the first semester of the year, and then the other one is for the second semester. And so it's just like a regular math workbook. There'll be a little bit to do on the computer at first, and he'll probably watch a video almost every day. That's how it was last year. And then last year they also sent us a bunch of math manipulatives. So we have a bunch of connecting cubes and a bunch up there. We have a bunch of different shapes and counters, and he'll have to use those this year for first grade as well. And next we have his language arts. This is new this year for Connections Academy, so we'll have to learn as we go with this language arts program, but this is his workbook that he does work out of. I know that he'll have spelling tests this year that he'll just do on regular lined paper, and then it looks to me like these are the readers where he'll read the stories from, and then do the work in one of these workbooks. Then over here is what he has for PE. He has 2 yoga DVDs and a jump rope. So a lot of PE activities I have to look up online or create myself, think of different things to do for PE, because they do have a minimum requirement that they have to be active for every week, and they have to keep a log of that. And then over here is all the art supplies that they sent us. So he has 2 packages of construction paper and 2 packages of sketch paper, some colored pencils, some paintbrushes, crayons, watercolors, and tempera paint back there. So all of this they sent to us completely for free. We didn't pay anything for it. And at our local store, I went ahead and picked up a supplies list for one of the schools close to us. And it's just a huge list of things that they would have to bring for first grade if he was going to a regular public school. So I'm very thankful for Connections Academy and all the things that they send to us for free. And I'll go over later how I go through all of his books and all of his lessons and make them my own.